What if I told you that the next great chapter in the Yankees dynasty doesn't begin in October, nor in the playoffs, but right now, in the quiet backstage of a season that has barely started to take shape? Picture the lights still off at Yankee Stadium, the stands empty, the echo of unfinished dreams floating in the air, and in the middle of that silence, a phone rings. On the other end of the line, in San Diego, a name that carries weight, history, and intention, Brian Cashman. This wasn't just another call. It wasn't about tomorrow's lineup or bullpen statistics. It was about something bigger, the kind of conversation that can write entire pages in baseball history, the kind of decision that can alter the course of a franchise that, more than any other, bears the burden and the privilege of having 27 titles etched into its legacy. Inside the offices in the Bronx, decisions like this don't happen by chance. Every move is calculated down to the millimeter. Every conversation is strategically positioned, and every name involved in rumors carries, even before putting on a uniform, the weight of an empire that accepts nothing less than glory. Now, picture the scenario: a familiar face returned to mound at Yankee Stadium. Someone who has already felt the weight of the crowd, who knows the cold alleys of New York, who understands what it means to pitch wearing the pinstripes. Beside him, not just any hitter, but a precision specialist, a batting champion, a player who turns each at-bat into a lesson in control and efficiency. This is the kind of change you don't see every day. And if it comes to pass, it could be the turning point for the Yankees season. The Yankees aren't just another team trying to find their place in the sun. They are the very sun of baseball, the franchise that shaped what it means to win, collecting legends who became immortal. From Babe Ruth to Derek Jeter, from Lou Gehrig to Mariano Rivera, the pinstripe uniform isn't just a jersey. It's a heritage, a pact with history. And precisely because of that, every move involving the Yankees isn't just a simple roster adjustment. It's a chapter written in ink in a book the entire baseball world reads carefully. But the last few years have been tough. Seasons marked by a repetitive script, sky-high expectations, promising reinforcements, strong names on paper. But come October, the story repeats itself. Frustration hits, the dream slips away, and the city that never sleeps goes back to waiting for the next year. That's why every rumor, every negotiation, every late-night phone call carries the potential to be the beginning of something grand, or the sign that the front office has finally understood what needs to be done to return the Yankees to the top. And before I tell you all the details of this possible deal that could change the course of the season, let me remind you, you're seeing this before most people even imagine it. If you're part of Yankee Nation, this channel is your home. This is where information arrives before it hits the headlines. So go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment right now. Would you be willing to trade part of the franchise's future for an immediate impact? Because that's exactly the dilemma about to unfold in the Bronx. The news that started spreading this week dropped like a bomb among insiders and analysts. Reliable sources began to point out that the Yankees were eyeing a trade with the San Diego Padres. And this isn't just any move. The deal puts two strong names on the Bronx's radar. The first is a familiar face, Michael King, who has already worn the pinstripes and knows better than most the pressure playing in New York. King is one of those players who carry not just talent, but also the trust of the clubhouse. Someone who has already proven he can handle the most decisive moments, and, more importantly, someone who wouldn't need time to adjust. But it's the second name that makes this rumor even more intriguing. Luis Arráez, one of MLB's finest contact hitters. Arráez is the kind of player who seems tailor-made to change a team's rhythm. Possessing a rare ability to put the ball in play, a batting champion, and responsible for bringing consistency to any team's lineup, Arráez will be a strategic piece to balance the raw power of names like Judge and Stanton. The proposed deal is simple, but loaded with meaning. The Yankees will receive Michael King and Luis Arráez, while the Padres will get Spencer Jones, one of the most promising outfielders in the Yankees farm system, along with Ben Hess and Cade Smith, two young pitchers who are already catching the eyes of the baseball world. A trade that, on paper, seems fair, but in practice could be the first step in a much bigger transformation. Behind the scenes, everything suggests this move didn't come out of nowhere. Garrett Cole's injury, the undisputed ace of the Yankees' rotation, has put the team in an uncomfortable position and forced the front office to act. Cole's absence isn't just a technical problem. It's a psychological blow. He's the anchor of the rotation, the face that inspires confidence every 5 days, and without him, the margin for error has become razor thin. That's where Michael King fits in as the perfect piece. Known for his versatility, King can both step into the rotation and strengthen the bullpen, exactly the type of reinforcement a team in crisis needs. Luis Arráez, on the other hand, meets a need that has been discussed for years within the organization: The Yankees lineup is powerful, no doubt about that, but it's also predictable. Lots of firepower, plenty of home runs, but little consistency and few pieces capable of turning every at-bat into a threat. Arráez is the contact hitter they've been missing. Someone capable of paving the way for the big names and changing the dynamics of close games. And as these conversations gain momentum, there are also signs that internal pressure may have accelerated the process. Not just from manager Aaron Boone, who has long been calling for more balance in the lineup construction, but also from the team's veterans, who know the windows of opportunity are growing smaller with each passing season. The Yankees clubhouse feels the urgency of the moment, and a move like this could be the spark the team needs to catch fire. But every big change comes with a price. Spencer Jones isn't just any prospect. He's seen as the future of the Yankees outfield, a player with power, physical presence, and the potential to make an impact in the major leagues. Losing Jones, along with Heston Smith, might seem like too high a price, but the question echoing in every room at Yankee Stadium is simple. How much is the present worth? If this deal becomes reality, the possibilities are exciting. Picture Arráez stepping up to the top of the order, spraying hits like it's second nature, and King taking on the responsibility of keeping the rotation alive until Cole's possible return. It's the kind of combination that can shift the rhythm of a season and, who knows, reshape the team's destiny heading into October. But what if this is only the beginning? What if this trade is just the first gear in a much bigger machine that's already being built in silence? Because the feeling in the Bronx is that something is moving. And maybe behind the scenes, the Yankees already have a plan laid out not just to survive adversity, but to shock the entire league before the trade deadline. The real question is, could this be the move that finally returns the Yankees to the World Series stage? Or are we witnessing a silent rebuild that began long before fans even realized it? Drop a comment below and tell me what you would do if you were in Cashman's shoes. Would you accept the deal, bet everything on the present, or hold on to the young talent for future? And get ready, because in the next video, we're diving into another name that could be the Yankees' next target, and the talks are much more advanced than they seem. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a like, because here, Yankee Nation always hears it first.